Hey guys, welcome back to Camp Ibis. Here we are at our lovely Indigenous artifacts wall here at Ibis, and who better to learn from about survival and survival techniques, survival tools, than the Indigenous folk who've been around for 40,000 years surviving here in Australia. So we're lucky enough to have some artifacts here that we can demonstrate and show you guys the types of different things that the Indigenous folk around here, the Gunai-Kurnai people, used to use to survive here in this harsh environment down here. So, a couple of different things that they used, whether it be musically related, they quite often communicated with music and dance and songs to tell stories, to warn people about dangers and obstacles they might face in their day-to-day lives. Then we have things like weapons, spears and boomerangs, and we also have lots of art and other musical instruments here. So we'll go through a couple now and just give you guys a little bit of inspiration. So let's start with musically, shall we? Tapping sticks, very important. Give us a nice beat to keep rocking the way through this. I wish someone was here to help me keep the beat as we rock through this one. Didgeridoos, many different ways we could make a didgeridoo. These ones are nice plastic ones actually. We have some timber ones, and also for you at home, if you're inspired, this is just a piece of poly pipe. Sounds just like a didge. Sounds very much like this one. Other items we might have, this one here, shield, okay? So we could use that as a shield to protect ourselves. Also, if we had a tapping stick, shield, keep the beat rocking throughout this one as well. What else do we have? Let's go up here to this one here. This one is a lovely spear. Combined with the spear is this guy. So you guys might have lots of things in your backyard to make spears to protect yourself from the alien invasion. Okay, these ones are nice. These ones are painted up beautifully, carved. This one is called a woomera. We could use the woomera as well. That was used to hold a spear, and you could throw it with your woomera, making it go a bit further. So those ones could be useful. I'll give you another little look at the woomera, little hook at the end to hold on to a spear to throw that by. Look at this one. This one looks prime time for knocking some alien invaders on the head, killing a few zombies in your time, I think. Nice solid head on it. Again, could be used as weaponry, also can be used for our musical beat today. We're going to go right up to our boomerangs up here. Pull this guy down. This one you might see it's got beautiful patterns carved into it. Looks a bit more like your traditional boomerang that you guys would have seen before, the one that magically comes back to you. But not all boomerangs were used to come back to you and return. Some, like this one here, a little bit of a more slender shape and actually used to throw in one direction. A lot of the time a boomerang would have been used to throw down nice and low and actually knock the legs out from underneath an animal, whether it be a kangaroo or an emu, anything else that might be around. They could throw that and actually knock the legs out from underneath it so they could go and catch it. Other things we've got over here you might be able to use to help you survive. This is just an example of some weaving that we can do with the native plants. This one's weaved out of a lamandra bush. Okay, so you can weave through in. That's done very well, but you guys can do a little bit of practicing and you might be able to use it for a hat, a grass skirt, or traditionally weaving things like this can also help them to catch fish and make nets. Might be handy if you've got goldfish in your backyard. Okay, a little bit more primitive idea, but similar idea here with our weaving. We can weave in and out to make little patterns and useful items around the home. One more thing we've got to show you here. This one's pretty cool. This one's called a bull roarer, okay, attached to a piece of string. Nice flat piece of wood. If we give this one a whirl, makes a nice loud noise like a roaring engine, and the sound from that one would carry miles and miles across the land to communicate with other tribes, other people in Bayside even. Okay, so we could make something like that. I used to find making these with an old wooden ruler was a good way to go. Put a hole in the end. So if you hear that noise out there this afternoon, folks, it's the students from St Leonard's College, Year 5s and 6s, trying to communicate. Keep your ears open and your eyes open. Here come the aliens. Go find some equipment to protect yourself and help you guys survive out there in this harsh environment that is Bayside here in 2021. Camp Ibis out.